March 8th, a day etched in history, a day to celebrate women, to honor their achievements. This is International Women's Day. But the celebration doesn't end there. We have the entire month of March, a month dedicated to women's history, a month to reflect on their struggles, a month to acknowledge their victories. This is Women's History Month. This year, the United Nations theme resonates deeply: for all women and girls' rights, equality, empowerment. These are not just words, these are aspirations. Aspirations for a world free from discrimination, a world where every woman has the right to education, a world where every girl can dream without limits. NDTV's call to accelerate action adds urgency to our mission. We must break down barriers, we must challenge stereotypes, we must strive for a future where gender is not a limitation. The world is watching, let's make them proud. The roots of International Women's Day run deep. In 1908, women garment workers in New York City took to the streets. They demanded better working conditions. They demanded the right to vote. Their courage ignited a movement. Years later, in 1911, the first International Women's Day was celebrated. It marked a turning point. Women around the world found their voice. They began to demand their rightful place in society. The fight for equality continued. In 1975, the United Nations officially recognized International Women's Day. This recognition solidified the global commitment to gender equality. Women's History Month also has a powerful history. What started as a week-long celebration in 1978 expanded to a month in 1987. It reminds us of the countless women who fought for their rights. It reminds us of the progress we have made. And it reminds us of the work that still lies ahead. The United Nations is hosting key events for International Women's Day 2025. These events will bring together leaders and activists from around the world. They will discuss strategies to accelerate progress towards gender equality. On March 6th, 2 important reports will be launched. Women's Rights in Review. 30 years after Beijing will assess the progress made since the landmark Beijing Declaration. Girl Goals. What has changed for girls? We'll focus on the specific challenges and opportunities facing girls today. On March 7th, the official UN commemoration event will take place at the UN General Assembly Hall in New York. Leaders, activists, and artists will come together to celebrate women's achievements and inspire action. These events are a powerful reminder that we are not alone in this fight. We have a global community of allies working towards a common goal, a world where every woman and girl can thrive. The 2024 Global Gender Gap Report paints a stark reality. The gap closed by a mere 0.1% from the previous year. This glacial pace is unacceptable. We must do better. We must challenge gender stereotypes. We must empower women in all spheres of life. We must ensure equal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. International Women's Day and Women's History Month are not just symbolic gestures, they are calls to action. They are reminders that the fight for gender equality requires constant vigilance and unwavering commitment. Let's use this day, this month, and every day to celebrate women's achievements. Let's raise our voices against injustice. Let's work together to create a world where every woman and girl is valued, respected, and empowered. The time for change is now. Let's accelerate action. Let's make history.